MarineKing 경기장 도시형.
Welcome to Calm Before the Storm, ladies and gentlemen, and here in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have our purple Terran player, hailing from Team Prime. He is Marine King, winner of the recent MLG Winter Arena, and just great hipster-looking feller all around. His opponent down in the bottom left-hand corner.
He's a bit of a hipster nerd, isn't he?
He is a bit of a hipster nerd, but he's kind of lovable for it, so.
You know, as kind of a joke, when I was over in Korea, I got one of the Korean commentators to sort of like campaign for me to get me to like be a model for Prime's clothing line website. Sadly, I never heard back, so that ended
I wonder why.
my dream of becoming a male model. Oh well.
Well, you learn all sorts of new things here on
These
the
things
IPL
happen.
TV cast. Like your dreams of becoming a male model. In the bottom left,
I'm still trying to perfect blue steel, though.
In the bottom left-hand corner, we have our green Protoss player. He is from the team StarTale. It is PartinG.
Yep.
All right. So, Calm Before the Storm, it is, of course, if you guys are just joining us for the first time, the team we're going to challenge is a best of 9 every night between two of the top teams in the world. And it's all-kill formats. Also means that the team who loses the previous match not only picks the player to go in, but also the map. So this is PartinG's choice.
Not a surprising choice at all. Protoss players love this map, man. It's so big. The paths are narrow. You can use Templar Storm. You can use Colossus to control that fairly well. So yeah, Protoss players have just been loving this map lately. But, you know, I got to say, not to continuously cut you off over and again, but, you know, we have.
I am shocked.
I don't feel like Protoss is overpowered on this map. I think we've seen just as many Terrans win. Maybe a little bit Protoss favored, but I don't think any Terran would go into this feeling hopeless.
I think we've seen aggressive Terrans rewarded here. People who are multitasking and dropping and things like that, you know.
Kind of need to be, yeah.
Yeah. And MarineKing is actually going to go ahead and CC first, as a matter of fact. So
not surprising at all. People know him for his aggression, but he also is very aggressive in his macro as well.
Very much so, as a matter of fact. And, you know, MarineKing is the kind of player who doesn't like to do things halfway. If he decides to build Marines, he's building a lot of Marines.
That's true.
When he decides to invest in economy, he produces a ton of expansions. So it's kind of very cool. I mean, it reminds me, you know, we've been watching a lot of Brood War players that have been moving over as well. And one thing I've kind of noticed about the Brood War players was that they go in cycles. That there was, you know, I'm producing drones now. It's only drones. I'm producing working units. It's only worker units. I'm producing upgrades. It's only upgrades. It's just very cyclical. And I've noticed that MarineKing kind of carries that same sort of idea, you know?
Well, he did play quite a bit of Brood War before he switched over to StarCraft 2. He was never like a big-time pro gamer or anything like that, but he did play. Boxer was his idol, and so I'm sure a lot of those mechanics and things did transfer over. He was one of the players that was fairly dominant early on in StarCraft 2 as well. So, yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of similarities between, you know, MarineKing and some of the older Brood War players.
Is he wearing the Boxer tag right now? I'm not sure.
That says Bora. Bora.
Okay.
And I don't know what that means.
Because I remember in the last time we saw him in Team Arena Challenge, he was actually wearing the Boxer tag, so I wasn't sure offhand.
No, he's not this time.
Nope. Okay. All right.
That says parting for you.
Oh, does it?
That's right.
That weird language.
I can translate that one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome. Such a silly language, English. But
it really is, actually.
It actually is.
Messed up. It's true.
Oh, man, grammar lessons. Oh. No. All right, well, it looks like he's going into a little bit quicker gas this go-around. Decided to put up 3 racks after his first CC, and then goes directly into 2 gas afterwards. So we'll see some add-ons and some tech pretty quickly. And PartinG, he's deciding to go Gateway Nexus. We've seen PartinG do this a lot. Follows this up usually with an 8-gate on maps like Antigua. Occasionally on Antigua, but Daybreak is one I was especially thinking of.
No, you're exactly right. This is a very, very typical build right now in PvT. He sees MarineKing go for that fast command center, and he's like, all right, I've got a feeling you're going to play the pretty standard, 3 barracks play, which is exactly what MarineKing is doing. And so a lot of Protoss players have just been getting 8 gateways, and you know what? 8 is a lot bigger than 3, right? So
yes, it is.
It's an all-in that you can use to just kind of crush your opponent. It's kind of like a double 4-gate to a certain extent. It hits later, but it's a great response to just the typical style that Terrans are playing right now in this matchup. And MarineKing is playing right into Parting's hands at this point.
And it is so flexible too, because yes, you do lose I mean, you said it was kind of all in, and it is.
It is,
but you can still fall back to triple probe chrono boosted production and a pretty good economy pretty quickly. So
yeah, the reason that it's considered more all-in-ish is more just because you're so far behind on tech that if your push loses, you're going to be at a huge disadvantage in that area.
Very much so.
Players do kind of worry about that a little bit, but so far a lot of Terrans have had a hard time stopping it.
And we'll see if MarineKing is going to have any such troubles. Pretty predictable out of him. 3 add-ons right in the factory, following that up with an engineering phase. So investing in upgrades and going to medevacs at about the same time. Comes at a slight cost of units on the field, but he is going to have very, very nice infrastructure in a bit. And let's actually take a look now. This is going to be 4 gateways so far.
He's got a lot of gas, so he may not decide to go for the 8 gates. Nope, there's the forge as well. So yeah, just going for double forge. Okay. So basically, he's doing the double forge build, only decided to get his 3rd Nexus really early. Yeah. And then adding the Robo on there. Okay, so not the 8 gate at all, just kind of a different way to get into that double forge style that we haven't seen quite as often.
I can't help but think that 8 gate would have actually proved to be pretty cool on in these positions, especially with the amount of tech that MarineKing was investing in. But this is certainly a great style as well. He'll be able to get a lot of upgrades up very quickly. And let's see now, as he is producing off of 3 bases, what does MarineKing know about his opponent? Well, nothing. So he does not have a clue that his opponent is going for that 3rd so quickly.
No, he has no idea, and that's going to be something that may come back to haunt him. The 8 gate, yeah, it might have worked, but the problem is that it's really tough to break up the ramp. Whereas on a map like Daybreak, you've got plenty of room to move up there. Usually Terran has to try to defend with bunkers, which you can easily force field off. So yeah, the map just isn't quite as good for that, so I think Parting makes the right decision there. Although I would like to see someone try an 8 gate on this map, just to kind of see how it plays out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll definitely find out, or maybe some sort of a variation around Warp Prisms or something. But for now, Parting, he does have a good number of units on the field, but not an overwhelming number. He's, of course, going to +1/+1 and Robotics Bay at the same time, so Colossi are going to be hitting in the pretty near future. He's pretty far out on the map right now, though. Should pick up on a few units starting to traverse our way to the top right-hand corner. Does MarineKing just...
He just has no idea where his opponent is. Yeah, he's just deciding to be like, hi, oh.
Yeah.
All right,
where did he just scan? Let's actually take a look at his vision. He actually scanned bottom. Oh, he sent something bottom right. Oh, he scanned actually right here. He actually just scanned here.
All right.
Weird. All right.
Maybe his opponent floated his Nexus over somewhere, apparently. So that's a little bit odd, I gotta say. Not scouting at all from MarineKing. And he does find his opponent in the middle of the map here.
Yes, he does, as a matter of fact. We're going to see if Parting has enough here. That's a lot of units out on the field for MarineKing.
Yeah, that's a lot of force fields, too.
Yeah, Parting does trap a lot of those in the back, but he doesn't have a whole lot left over, especially no Zealots, so he does decide to turn around. And he is producing, of course, off of that 3-base economy, but he's really got to start adding some Colossi in.
Yeah, 1-1 just finished right now for Parting, so he's in much better shape than he was just a moment ago even. And the first Colossus is on the way, so if he has enough energy on his sentries, then he should be okay. Trapping a few units here, maybe not as many as he could.
No, but, MarineKing not able to get a lot of traction done right there. He does heal up pretty quickly, kills the pylon on the high ground at the moment. Actually, Parting is going to need to start throwing down some pylons in a second. Could get critically supply blocked in this engagement. MarineKing, though, he's slowly pushing himself back. Looks like all of the energy was gone for the most part on those sentries. So the Zealots are actually torn up quickly, and MarineKing is killing a ton of pylons up at the front. That supply block's Parting. That's very bad to happen right now.
Yeah, the Colossus is out. Nice splitting there by MarineKing. See that MarineKing micro right now. It doesn't just work on Marines.
Good.
And he's going to target the Colossus. Oh, he gets it. That is going to be about it, I think. Yeah, the probe's coming off the line. At the very least, Parting is going to take a lot of damage here.
Yeah, Parting
loses 3rd.
Yeah, he just bit the dust, actually. That's the rest of his Zealots are going to go down pretty quickly. He's making another Colossus right now, but it's going to be a while before it comes up. A few workers have already fallen now. 10, as a matter of fact. That number's going to increase as these probes are just going to get torn up.
Yeah, this is not good for Parting at all. Even if he manages to somehow miraculously clean this up, he's at least lost his 3rd base, lost a ton of probes as well. MarineKing just going to go right into the main. There is one more Colossus out, but there's so many Marauders from MarineKing. He can just run right in there, focus it down. The second Colossus taken out. Oh, not taken out.
There it goes.
Now taken out. There we go.
Finally took a while, but it did get done. These Marauders being healed up pretty effectively by the medevacs, and that's going to delay long enough for more units to come in. 51 supply to 119. Looks like Marine King is going to take his second game in a row. Manor down. PartinG is out. GG.
Wow.
Team Prime. They have evened it up 1-1.
Yeah, insane little +1 timing for Marine King. Not even bothering to scout, just being like, nope. Yeah, I'm just going to find my opponent and kill him.